What's going on, growers? It's James Prigioni coming to you live from Jersey. It is July 17th today. The sun is out and the peaches are ripe, which means it's a perfect time for a quick summer harvest. Let's go! Let's start things out with the most delicious summer fruit there is, fresh peaches. Right here we've got an Avalon Pride peach with fresh peaches on it. Look at that thing hanging. Nice, beautiful sized peaches. Just twist it. Beautiful peach, look at that. Excellent. We've got more peaches up here to harvest as well. Let's grab this one. When they're ripe, we just put them in our hand like this and twist it, and they should come right off. And we've got another good sized peach here too. This is just the last of the ones I already harvested from this tree. I left these ones on longer so they get nice and big. Look at them. 3 excellent peaches, straight fresh from the tree. Doesn't get much better than that. We've got a lot more peaches that we need to harvest though, so let's get moving. Next, let's move to this peach about 10-15 feet from me right here. This one's got a lot of beautiful peaches on it. I'm gonna grab most of them today because the critters have already started eating a lot of them. I'll show you in the back here. They're already eating a good amount of the peaches, so I'm gonna grab a bunch of them. And the ones that aren't perfectly ripe, I'll allow them to just ripen. And then the ones that are ripe, when we harvest them, they'll stay ripe in the fridge for like a week or so. So we'll get these harvested. Let me grab some of the ones right over here. Some nice size ones, beautiful color. So every year our peach harvest gets bigger and it's quite exciting. So every year we learn more and we build on what we've learned. There's some nice ones right above you too I'm gonna grab. So we'll continue grabbing these peaches and then we'll grab some other stuff too. Let me try this baby. This one feels a little soft. So juicy, so delicious. This is why we grow our own food at home. Let's keep moving. We got more stuff to harvest right next to us. And right next to the peach tree, let's grab some more fresh food. Let's start off with this cauliflower I have right here. Look at the size of this. It's just starting to separate almost, so we got to grab it today, but it looks fantastic. Let's grab this one, nice size to it. Cut this baby out. I've grown a lot of food in this little section over here. So let's see how the cauliflower looks. Not too bad. I've seen better, but not too bad. I think the other one that I have right next to us might be even better. So that one's looking pretty good. It's gonna be some good food, but we've got another cauliflower right next to it. Look at this baby. More color to it. Looks like it's gonna be a delicious one as well. Let's cut this out. So we've got a lot of cabbage and cauliflower this year. We've been eating a lot of it. We love it. And soon enough, we'll start getting ready to plant our fall stuff too. Fantastic. Next, right here, we've got a calabash cabbage. This is a really small one. And some of the brassicas in this section stayed relatively small. I think that's because I had a few too many in one small section. They just weren't getting enough fertilizer, enough light, and even enough water to really get too large, but we're still getting a decent harvest from them. The calabash cabbage is a cool shaped one, but it never has a huge cabbage head on it. Just cut this up a little. There you go. Beautiful shape to it, not a huge cabbage. Let's grab some more because I've got some dead-on Savoy cabbages that are ripe and ready, and they just got to be picked today. Our cabbages have done really well late into the summer this year because we've had so much rain in the early summer, but it's worked out great. Here's another fresh dead-on Savoy cabbage, ready. This is a beautiful, beautiful cabbage in my opinion. The color and everything. Look at that. Nice shape, nice color, just beautiful. Let me peel back some of these leaves. And we take all these leaves and we give them to the chickens so they don't go to waste. Yeah, look at that. Nice, beautiful head. Really pretty. Let's keep moving though. We've got more stuff to grab as we move along. Looks like Tuck might want a carrot. Hey, Tuck, want some carrots, boy? We've got so many carrots planted. I need to start picking a few because I just have so much planted this year. I always plant extra because Tuck loves eating them. Tuck, what one? These are the one obtuse though, the yellow ones. These aren't as good as some of the other ones. Let's grab some carrots right over back here actually. These ones are the red ones. The one obtuse, the yellow, they're pretty good, but I don't think they have as good as flavor as some of the oranges. He looks like he grabbed his own. Hilarious, that guy. Hey Tuck, I got a better carrot for you over here. More of the Scarlet Nantes, Imperator variety. He likes these ones better. They tend to have a better taste. So we'll let him go to work on that while we just continue progressing along. We'll grab him a cucumber too, because the cucumbers have started. Now that it's summer, we're starting to get some cucumber production. We've got another cabbage right next to us here. This one's a little different than some of the others, but nice shape still. Let's cut this one out. Monster amount of food, pretty crazy. Stick that in there. Oh, we're not done with the cabbages yet. Let's move over here. Another dead-on Savoy right here. This is a delicious cabbage, and I believe it's in the Savoy family. That's why it's the dead-on Savoy. So I grew the Melissa Savoy. You saw those too. This one's a little of a longer cabbage, but you'll notice I'm extending these harvests on so many of these things because I plant varieties that are early, mid, and late. So all I have to do is plant things at the same time, but I can still extend my harvest. Another beautiful cabbage. Running out of space on this bowl, but we have to keep moving. We got another ruby red cabbage on the other side. The ruby red cabbages are some of the most beautiful cabbages, especially when you cut into them. Here's another really dense, beautiful, thick head here. Let's cut this one out. Looking great. And similar to the broccolis, the cabbages will form little mini cabbages if you leave the head. This one already started forming some little mini cabbages on it. So if I was to just cut off the top of the cabbage and leave the base, it would still form some mini cabbage heads. Let's keep going though. The bowl is definitely filling up and it's getting heavy. That's a lot of food and that's a lot of water. I just dropped off that cabbage and I have something that I gotta show you right here. I'm so excited about it. Right here is the Williams Pride apple. This thing is an early variety of apple. And one thing about early varieties of apples is that they'll ripen unevenly over a several week period of time. So some apples might be ready earlier and then some a little later, as opposed to your late producing apples, which are usually ripe around kind of the same period. So a good indication of when your apples are ready is when they start to get that full color, and then the taste is really the decider, but you won't know unless you grab it. A good indication of when they're ready besides those is that the first apples will start to fall to the ground. I came out this morning and noticed 2 apples on the ground with some excellent color. Look at this. Williams Pride apple, not absolutely perfect, some little bites, but I mean, for organic gardening, you don't get much better than this. It's got that white, fresh apple, you know, tint and color on it. I'm gonna wipe it off so it shines like the ones in the store real quick. Let's take my shirt, wipe it off a little bit. Look at that. Look how beautiful that thing shines. Look at the difference. So we're gonna bite into it and check if it's actually ripe, because that's the final decider. I'm so thankful just even for the opportunity to be able to eat fruit like this. That's why I share these videos, because there's nothing better. This is the kind of thing that will bring tears to your eyes. It's so good. It's not starchy at all. That means it's ripe. When apples have that starchiness to them, that means they still need a little more time. This one is beautiful, delicious. I'm gonna eat the rest of it. I'm gonna make sure I get the most out of it. There's another one on the ground that I have to grab. But now that we know some of them are ready, let's look at the tree. We'll notice this one right here. This one's got some really good color to it as well. So to see if it's ripe, we're just gonna put our hand under it, our palm, and just twist it lightly. If it doesn't come off really easy, then it's not ready. So we'll just twist it like that. So it looks like it still needs just a little bit more time. We're gonna leave it and be happy with the 2 that fell on their own. Fantastic. Just the start of a great thing, apple season. So I mean, early in the spring, we're eating strawberries to peaches to apples to persimmons. It's nonstop when you got your own food forest. It is officially summer, so we should grab some summer veggies. Let's pick up some cucumbers right from this keyhole raised bed right here, and they're kind of hidden back here. This is the Socrates cucumber. I love this cucumber right here. So let's grab, it's got one here, beautiful. I believe this is the Socrates. I might have labeled it wrong, but next, another one here. So it's 2 cucumbers. Let's get this small one here, 3 cucumbers. When it comes to things like cucumbers and squash, the more you pick, the more you get. You never want one cucumber or squash, or even when it comes to green beans, to finish on the vine. If you allow one to fully ripen and finish, the whole vine will quit producing. Over here I have a zucchini. I should have picked this the other day because it's getting to the point where, you know, it's past and that's not what we want. It's ideal to pick your long zucchinis when they're around 6 to 8 inches. This one's a little too big, but I came out here to check it out and it basically like doubled just in a couple hours. We've had a lot of rain here, so the rain is just going right into the fruit and it's just swelling up so quickly. Let me go into the other garden where we have some more cucumbers and stuff. Let's go grab them. In the old food forest now, let's grab some more cucumbers and stuff here. This is the one that Tuck's been eating the cucumbers off of. He's kind of leading the way. We've got this one right here. What do you think, bud? Pretty good? Not a bad size. He likes them usually a little smaller than this. So when we pick them, we never like to damage the cucumber. But his favorite are usually like sizes like this. I'll take one of these, crack it in half, and split a cucumber with my guy. Go ahead, boy. So this is like his form of a drink. He'll have this one and I'll have this half. So we get to share out here. Incredibly sweet. Such a good cucumber. I love getting them when they're small. Better than when they're big. If you see your cucumbers starting to turn yellow, that means it's overripe. Cucumbers shouldn't be yellow unless they're the lemon cucumber. So let's move in here and see. We've got so many more cucumbers forming. This is going to be a real productive plant, I could tell. Let's get some of these young ones. Even ones this size we'll take. Another one of these Socrates cucumbers is an excellent variety. So we'll grab that. But this cucumber is going to produce a lot of food for us. I can tell already. And look at our peppers right here. They're just starting to put their fruit on. They flowered already. They're looking really healthy. I like the size. I like the strength. I like the overall health. So I'm expecting great harvest from those. I think I'm going to have a bigger pepper harvest this year than I've ever had too. This year has been more of everything because it's like I said in the past, we're building on a foundation of knowledge and experience, but also all the years of investing into the land and fertilizing it, putting wood chips down, letting it all break down, and having the whole system become more fertile, which leads to higher production. While I was over here, I forgot to grab some beans, so let's grab some of these. The tongue of fire beans looking really beautiful. This whole section is just loaded with beans. A lot of food in just a small spot that used to just be a flat pad of concrete. Now we got high production, a lot of food in here. So I'm gonna harvest all these, and I wanna actually show you the tomatoes real quick because they're so close to being ripe, and just within a couple weeks, or maybe shorter than that, we're gonna have so many tomatoes. And once the tomato harvest start, man, that for me is like the official start of summer. Right here are all the tomatoes, and you can see they're just loaded with fruit. We're so close to them being ripe, and we're gonna have a lot of tomatoes this year. That's what it looks like. As we move along here, you'll see some of the sun gold cherries are starting to get some of their color right here. So that's a great sign. And we look across, some of the Costado Genoveses have a lot of fruit on them. Some more cherries over there, the Rosa de Bern, so the Soldaki right here, some of our classic tomatoes. I cannot wait to just bite into the first tomato. I mean, I'm thankful for the peaches and the strawberries and the apples and everything, but when it comes to gardening, there's a certain level of greedy that we need to be so we can get as much food as possible. That's today's video, growers. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. This today was just the start of the summer harvest. We're still grabbing some of the spring stuff, but think about it. The tomatoes, they haven't even began actually fully ripening and producing. And the cucumbers, they're just getting started too. And we have so many carrots and just so much extra food. It's such a blessing to just be able to sit here and just grab food while I'm just sitting down. Look at that shaped carrot, beautiful. It's tough for me. I'm trying to end this video, but it's tough for me to stop grabbing things. I have a lot of fun out here. That's just part of it, I guess. But I want to thank Judith Roth for your channel membership. Thanks for renewing another month of it. It means a lot to me and Tuck to know that we're creating value and you guys feel like it's enough that you can contribute for it. So that means a lot. Tuck has been out here. He hasn't been in the video that much. He's been eating some snacks, but it's just too hot out here for us. As you can see, all I'm doing is walking around and essentially just picking some fruits and vegetables, and I'm sweating like crazy. So we're gonna head inside, we're gonna get hydrated, we'll come back out later and get some more gardening work done. We had a lot of fun with you guys, and we hope that you just enjoyed the video overall. If you did though, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and share with your friends. Don't forget to check out the merch down low. And remember, whenever you're on Amazon, start your shopping with our Amazon affiliate link. Tuck, the King, and James will be back again real soon. We out.